All right. Got it?
Mhm.
Okay. Hi, my name is Shalara,
I'm Karina.
and we are looking to coordinate training and response efforts to help beached whales on the Oregon coast. We had hoped to release a polished video, but we are spending so much time responding to an amazing number of volunteers that we can't possibly do more than a live update to answer the questions we are seeing the most right now.
Nothing we do can save Pickles or Pope or whatever you call the whale that beached in Oregon on Saturday, but we are hoping to change future prospects.
We drove from Washington early Sunday morning when we heard they needed help and arrived slightly after officials. It was sad, frustrating, and confusing, but I'm glad I got to witness it firsthand. I later learned that Oregon doesn't have a system to rescue beached whales. They will disentangle them, but otherwise the whale needs to refloat itself unaided.
If rescue is possible, many community members would like to help. Our goal is to actually connect them to the formal training that we can find so local residents have knowledge to safely assess and protect the whales, and then to discuss rescue options for future beach whales with a chance at refloat. So any whales that aren't sick or severely injured would have a chance.
I've seen a ton of suggestions, and it matters here that part of my background includes physics and equipment recovery, like off-roading. So I'm familiar with winches and snatch blocks and how to use force multipliers, but I'm also deeply aware of the risks involved with putting such a mass under tension in a volatile surf environment, not to mention the ecological risk of beach erosion with extensive trenching.
So far, our favorite idea is a flotation device, something that four people or fewer could carry down to the beach, assemble to inflate. That would then assist the whale out with the tide and then be deflated and reused. I have a friend at Southwest Research Institute in Texas. I've contacted them about researching a modular inflatable whale flotation device. I am open to any other opportunities and to explore any other concepts that y'all might have.
We have been contacted by several marine mammal rescue professionals who have offered their help in shaping response training and research. Hypothetically, for rescues on beaches with access for heavy equipment, there was a private company that showed up in yachts on Sunday at their own expense and waited several hours to be allowed to help dig a trench or anything. I know they'd be willing to return again, and offers are coming in for more to show up in the future. I'm gonna do a quick screen share just to show the spreadsheet
Mhm.
that we have right now. Where are we? Remind me.
Share
Share.
screen at the bottom.
There we go. Share. Are we seeing the
Yep,
spreadsheet?
there
Okay.
it is.
So there's about 77 people here. I've hidden their names and contact info, but if they've given us their location or anything like that, we're taking all that info in to be able to reach out to them. If you would like your information included specifically here, where we have more direct contact info than Facebook, please reach out to Karina or myself to provide that information. You can also email it to pnwwhalerescue@gmail.com. Did not know how hard that was to say. As you can see, we have marine wildlife conservation people, people who document cruelty to animals, and the whales' welfare, like should be everyone's top priority, and not harming them in the process of rescue is my top priority. Um, so here's we have equipment operators, we have some people with search and rescue, we have recovery gear people, more marine conservation people. Anyway, we have everything from just able, willing, has a bucket and a shovel to quite extensive professionals. So need
So
direct.
if we do develop a plan, there is a network that are willing to mobilize to try and save a whale's life. So our proposal is to collaborate with existing organizations. We create a whale rescue volunteer network, sort of like your volunteer search and rescue or volunteer fire departments. It would be composed of community members with a range of abilities and resources who are all willing to show up and work together for a rescue attempt.
So here's what I do not want that I touched on earlier. I don't want vigilante rescues that harm wildlife. A lot of good intentions can go bad when dealing with such unfamiliar animals, and safety gets forgotten if no one's there to supervise. I think any organized effort would be worthwhile, but it needs to be safe if it's going to last.
And finally, this cannot be dependent on government funding. We have been offered donations and crowdfunding already, and for now, thank you, but please put away your wallets. We are still exploring how to incorporate a rescue organization into the existing systems that are operational. If it is appropriate, we will start a new 501(c)(3) with a board that includes wildlife and ecological experts, and we will have will have full financial transparency so that we can track all the funds. We did start a 501(c)(3) for veteran small businesses a few years ago, and we would happily donate our time to do this again here.
For now, we can help organize the volunteers and promote volunteer training and research. And when it comes time to rescue, we would like to help keep the public informed.
I think we are all here because we care about doing better next time. I hope the loss that we all suffered on Monday will be a catalyst for future rescue stories in Oregon, Washington, and wherever else we can help.
We will host a town hall style chat live tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific. We'd love your ideas and input. If you have a similar idea and you'd like to be included in the chat, please let me know in the comments and I'll send you an invitation. Can you go over some of the bullet points you put in there, Karina?
So, a couple of announcements. As we're just getting started, we do have, as of last count, 356 group members that have joined PNW Whale Rescue Network to help either get the word out or assist. Out of those 356, we do have 77 listed volunteers on our roster.
Not
So,
out of those. Sorry. It's almost entirely in addition to those. There's
uh,
almost no overlap between the two lists.
okay.
Yeah.
So, really, if you are not already in the roster and you want to be, please reach out to me directly and let me know. If you have any special skill sets or resources or equipment, those are a huge help for us to know who has what. If you're just an able-bodied person, we absolutely need you. So, if you want to be a part of the text message and emails that go out when something happens, reach out to us directly. Otherwise, it just gets posted in group.
Um,
Um,
so
yeah.
next, yeah, we've already reached out to the relevant agencies, NOAA and um, I think OSU, Jim Rice. We asked him about training. We're still waiting to hear back. I'm sure everyone's very busy this week as far as how to respond. My hope would be that moving forward, we would have in the military, it's called an AAR, an after action review, where everyone sits down and says, okay, here's what went right, here's what went wrong, here's what we can do better next time, and what did we learn and all that stuff. I think there were obviously some huge issues identified. I think there's opportunities here for progress in this area with the guidance of experts. I do worry about the public trust in calling those experts, so I want to work together on how to sort of remedy that. And we're also contacting people about the laws. There's some a sort of a lack of clarity as far as the difference between harassment and rescue and what sort of training and qualifications determines those things and stuff like that. As far as the Oregon laws versus the MMPA and Good Samaritan clauses. Uh, we have a growing roster of marine biologists and engineers, veterinarians, photographers, just people who can do timely updates, who are very close by, things like that. If you have an ability that you, like Karina mentioned, go ahead, Karina. I think that's it.
No, I think that you did a great job and that was everything. Just we're looking for manpower. We are looking for able-bodied as well as like specific skilled. So if you are already in the group and want to do more, please reach out and let us know. And we will be back on tonight at 5 to do a live Zoom meeting so that everyone can participate and give input.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.